So how do we use this new unit radian in trigonometric equation? Basically, everything works exactly the same as before, just that now you have a new unit in measuring angles. Let's look at this example. In this right angle triangle, the side here is x, which we are supposed to find. Hypotenuse is 12, and this angle measure here is 0.3. When there is no degree sign, then you know this angle must be in radian. So we are going to just set up a trigonometric equation just the same as before. We can use normal SOHCAHTOA because this is a right angle triangle. So this side, according to this angle, this side is opposite and this is hypotenuse. So we are going to use SO. So we will just write the sine of 0.3, that's the angle size, in radian in this case, is equal to opposite, which is x, and hypotenuse, which is 12. So if you multiply by 12 both sides, we do a bit of algebra, we multiply by 12 both sides, then we will end up with 12 times sine 0.3 in radian is equal to x. And then the only thing we have to do is use our calculator. And remember before, when we did calculation in trigonometry, we go to mode and check that we have degree highlighted. So now, instead, you can go to radian and make sure that it is highlighted. So once it is done, then you just have to calculate normally. So 12 times sine 0.3, which is now in radian unit, and equals to 3.55 in up to 3 significant figures. So 3.55. So the size of, or the length of that side, x is 3.55. In the next example, we are given a non-right angle triangle. There is no right angle here. And we are asked to find theta. And 0.8 is the measure of this angle here. And it is not a sandwiched angle, so in this case we are going to use sine rule. So since we are looking for theta, then we are going to set up sine on top. Sine theta is equal, or sine theta over 7, the opposite side, is equal to sine 0.8, which is in radian, over 6, its opposite side. So doing a bit of algebra, then we end up with sine theta. If we multiply both sides by 7, we will have sine theta is equal to sine 0.8 over 6 multiplied by 7. And of course later on, then it's not done yet, you will have to find theta, which is the sine inverse of the answers. So let's try first and calculate. What do we have here? We already have set up the mode in radian, so we are in radian unit now. So I'm going to just multiply sine 0.8 and then multiplied by 7 and divided by 6. So that will be the answer. However, of course, it's not done yet because the angle that we have is sine inverse of whatever answers that we have just had before. So now in my calculator, I'm just going to take the answer and I will just say second sine, so sine inverse of second answer over here, so which will just take the previous answers. And if you press enter, then you see here, okay, theta is then 0.3 Let's check again up to 3 significant figures. What will that be? So 0.992. So 0.992, and of course the unit is not degrees but radian. So it's actually quite simple, and it's not so complicated. It just works exactly the same as what you have done before.